and everything else. Dusty, thanks again. We've already discussed this concept that human interaction and human beings communicate fairly effectively on a daily basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've looked at who am I, connections, the concepts around listen, connect, and reply rather.
Yeah, yeah.
So, with this in mind, what could this look like in the refereeing world?
I think coming into a conversation clean, with you being as clean as possible. And what I mean by that is parking any opinion or view or experiences other than understanding the experiences that you have. It allows you to have a conversation with anybody at any time.
Yeah.
And so if we can be conscious of that, what this could look like in refereeing could be helping somebody just unpick their experience.
So with that in mind,
yeah,
in my head I'm thinking that this could be, you've refereed the under-12s, I've refereed the third team, and we're now stood at a bar having a conversation, sharing experience.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's part of that process, what we will be looking to be curious about each other's experience.
Yeah, I might hear myself saying to you as the other referees, how was your game?
Yeah.
And you might share with me your experience, and rather than me saying, oh yeah, I feel this and I feel that and I felt this, you're just going, oh, okay, and how did that make you feel? So I might ask supplementary questions to allow you to live through your experience.
Yeah.
In the knowledge that you're hearing yourself talk and therefore you're self-learning.
So I could reflect that with yourself at your game as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm exploring my third team game while you're exploring your under 13s game at the same time as part of a conversation.
And just a normal conversation, but the spirit of the conversation is actually it's an opportunity for us to hear ourselves think out loud, be in a safe conversation with someone else.
So again, with that in mind, could you imagine that these conversations are currently taking place across the game as it is, in terms of in clubs, societies, and amongst referees at this moment in time?
I think it would be a crying shame if they weren't happening. They are definitely happening in every club, in every stand, on every sideline, in every coaching dugout, in every referee conversation. They are happening. Those developmental conversations where people are sharing their experiences, their lived experience. It takes me and it makes me think of sitting around a campfire as a caveman or woman, having a conversation to learn.
So, Dust, based on the 3 films that we've done around who I am, connections, and listen, consider, reply, and this one in terms of the refereeing world, what would your advice be to someone who's gone, actually, I quite like this concept?
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you for asking me, what my advice would be. Certainly, it would be something around, actually, if you are interested, flex that curiosity muscle and get amongst it. There is nothing more rewarding than helping people develop and grow, and the opportunity to do so. I have a notion of working in service of others. And so the opportunity to work with other human beings to help them be the best version of themselves is so rewarding. And to see their development, to see their growth, it's just a passion that I have.
And again, I'm assuming then, and it is an assumption, that all we will look to do is continually build on the 3 concepts that we've already looked at, and contextualize it within refereeing. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's the ability to scaffold the learning as we go through this journey. It feels important to be able to share a start point, hopefully a middle, and there won't be an end, because the story will continually evolve.
Okay, and again, going back to your, and using your language, start point. So our start point from this is the concept that we've got 2 human beings, you and I, for example, who are good at communicators, we're effective at interaction, but we also are referees as well.
That's right, but we're also curious and lifelong learners.
Okay.
And that feels important.
Okay.
So my my want to listen to you and hear your story is the fact that I want to learn for myself as well as for yourself.
Okay, so if you could summarise it in, give me 3 words that spring to mind based on our filming, what would the 3 words be?
Curiosity,
Yep.
intention,
Yep.
and growth.
Dusty, thanks for your time. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and your top tips with us. Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.